no, it's not just the four of us. There's loads of helpers, and I'm not going to mention them because I'll forget some of them, and they'll be offended. So loads and loads of helpers, but also the Greenpower team. There's now Emma and Jeremy. There's Lynn in the office, and new recruit Luke. So it's all expanded, and it's all down to Barry, the man with the vision, and the man, the optimist, who said it will happen, and sure enough, he doesn't say no, so it does happen. So they told me he was going to retire, and I thought, well, what happens? When cowboys retire, they hang up their spurs, and when cyclists retire, they hang up their helmets. So I thought, what's Barry going to do? And I thought, well, he could hang up the microphone, but he didn't actually do it today because Barry was doing it, so he couldn't do that. And then I thought he could hang up his hooter. But I know the hooter is the start of another 4-hour race, and in the early days it used to be 6 hours. And I thought he can hang his hooter up. But he couldn't because he didn't do that today either. So the only thing I can suggest is, Barry, can you hang up your checkered flag? Or your Union Jack for starters? Anyway, I've been asked to make a presentation, and it's a memorable video, painting from Greenpower. It depicts some of the cars that are in the races, or have been in the races. I think one of the cars in the picture finished third today. It's been painted by the former chairman of the Guild of Aviation Artists. Some of them you will know him because he was the leader of the wheeled school team that won here in this race 2 years ago. But I think actually you all know him because he's our chief scrutineer, Michael Joseph. Anyway, enough of me. I'm sure you all want me to join in saying thank you to the man with the vision, thank you to the man with the optimism, and thank you to the man who never takes no for an answer. Are we done? Or do I need to call up? I'm calling up Mum as well, am I? Right, where's Mum? Carol, Mum,